Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Culture Club podcast. We air new episodes every Wednesday, so feel free to tune in, hit the subscribe button with the bell icon, and leave a like or a dislike if you don't like the video. And so we'll catch you every Wednesday. Peace.
Yo, Cam, don't eat on the pod.
Yeah.
People hate that.
Yeah, people don't like the mouth sounds when you're eating, so just
Yeah.
save it for later. Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. It's an easy mistake, but,
Yeah,
yeah.
just save it for later.
Yeah. Anyways.
So fucking funny. We all wore the same clothes as last week.
Yeah, I know. Okay, how weird is it that we all showed up with the exact same outfits that we had a week ago?
Right.
Like what are the odds?
Tripping. And also, Paul can't make it for a second week.
I know. Man, what's going on?
I know.
Paul,
Dude.
okay. We might have to kick Paul out of the pod.
Dude, I mean, this is ridiculous. 2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row.
Well,
I bet he probably didn't even wear the same pair of clothes as
I know.
last week.
I bet he's wearing a different outfit.
Like, come on.
He's not wearing his Monday fit.
I know. I mean, and he went to San Diego with you guys and everything, and
I know.
then doesn't
he went
show up.
Yeah.
He went to San Diego. We all went.
Wow.
God fucking.
God damn it.
I fucking wrapped in my foot.
Nothing broke, though. That's good.
Yeah, this thing's really durable.
Anyways.
Okay, back to
So,
that. Try not to.
Speaking of, how was you guys'? I couldn't go.
Okay.
I had to work. But how was you guys' trip to San Diego?
Dude, it was so dope.
was fun.
Oh my god. We went skydiving. Oh my god. Dude, where do we want to start?
Skydiving.
Yeah, okay, so we get there, right? And, like, I kind of knew, like, look, these are going to be, like, some pretty, maybe, it should be pretty legit, right? Maybe it'll be a little bit of shady characters, but it was cool, right? So we walk up, and basically the way it is was in, like, an airstrip, and so they, like, lease it out to the skydiving company, and then their planes go out, whatever. Like, that's how it always goes. And we go up, and we're looking at this plane, and I'm thinking, like, okay, look, I don't run a skydiving company. I don't know the logistics of this, but this doesn't feel very legit. This thing, okay, I'm going to paint you guys a picture here. This thing is going up. Have you guys seen Total Drama Island?
Dude,
Have you guys seen
me
the
and my
episode?
girlfriend have been rewatching it on Netflix. It's so good.
Okay, so do you guys remember the episode with that, like, super janky plane that was, like, all busted up and barely flies? That's what this thing looked like. This thing, I swear, it was held together with duct tape and Gorilla Glue. Like, as we were flying, I'm hearing the turbulence, and I'm not scared of turbulence, I'm not really one of those guys. But I'm hearing the turbulence, and I'm hearing, like, and I'm thinking, like, this is not good. We really, like, maybe we should. And I'm like looking, I'm like, okay, I really want to jump out now. I don't feel comfortable being on this.
You're
thing
like,
for
I'd
much
rather
longer.
be outside the airplane.
I'd rather be flying.
Yeah, this sounds janky as fuck.
It was not good. And then I'm going up, and we were basically, like, facing two different ways, so I couldn't really see, like, the way that Cameron was jumping, because they have it where there's, like, two bay doors, which is kind of weird on a plane that small, but whatever. Anyways, and so, yeah, so we're going. He's facing the other way. I'm facing my way. We have two different guys. And I'm thinking, like, okay, who do I want escorting me off the side of a plane at 6,000 feet in the air? Probably, like, pretty fit guy, like somebody who can really handle it, somebody who looks like they knows what they're doing. Look, dude, this guy's like 300 pounds. And I'm like, you exceed the weight limit. Like, not to shame him. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But I'm also thinking, like, it really, like,
It's like you got me
parachute's
jumping
not
with
gonna
you
work.
out
it
of a
was
plane.
scary. It was a risk. It was a risk. And then they didn't even jump me on 3. Like, I'm going out, and I'm expecting 1, 2, 3, all jump, right? We go
It was
1,
like-
2, and I grit my teeth. And then they just push me out. So I'm like, okay, well, was that a mistake? Like, was that supposed to happen?
It's like
They did the same thing to me.
okay, so that's just how they do.
it's like when Bardis used to fix our fingers in high school during a football game. All right, this is gonna hurt really bad. 1, 2,
Yeah. And so we get out, right? And I jump, and I put my sunglasses on because I read that it was okay. Luckily, they didn't fly off. But I'm going, and I'm falling out of the plane, right? And which was cool,
As
the
you do.
horizon was beautiful. Yeah, as you do. It's skydiving. And I'm looking out, and I'm looking at the horizon. I'm thinking, like, this is beautiful. I'm thinking, I wish I could show you guys what this looks like. And the guy was super professional. He knew what he was doing. And then, bam, that's when it clicked. I left the oven on. So I'm 3,500 feet in the air, and I realize, oh my God, I left my cookies baking in the oven. Like, they're going to catch fire. And so now I'm not thinking about this beautiful skydive that I'm on. I'm thinking, oh my God, I got to leave San Diego so I can get these sugar cookies out of my oven. And so now I'm just falling through the air, not only worrying about death, but worrying about this existential crisis that's going on here. So it's like, not only did it fuck up the skydiving trip, my cookies got burnt.
They did.
Did your house get burnt too?
No, my house was good.
No, yeah,
That's
I
cool.
remember we showed we showed up today for the podcast, and you showed us the cookies, and they were just like
They were black.
we were
supposed to have
straight black.
cookies today.
Yeah,
Yeah. We were supposed to have rye bread too last week, and I fucked that also. So I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing.
yeah. Dale's really fucking up here.
I'm really messing. It's just not good.
We might have to delegate Dale to behind the camera.
Yeah. This might be the last episode you
Yeah.
guys see me on.
You know what, Dale? Go pull up the clip.
Ethan's taking over.
All right. Later.
Yeah, we're gonna have our big Indian friend. He's gonna take over Dale.
Yeah.
Ooh. That sounded a bit weird.
Oh yeah. Maybe we just don't. Maybe we don't say that one again.
Let's move on.
Anyways.
let's move on.
So what do you think of the jump?
Oh, I was shitting bricks the whole time.
Yeah. It's scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die.
yeah.
I was
Wait.
kind of hoping for a second.
Funny part is
Well,
you guys
I mean-
probably felt safer once you jumped than in the
Yeah.
airplane.
Once we jumped, I felt safer than the fucking plane.
Yeah.
And did
Well-
you guys get good footage while you're in San Diego?
Yeah, no, we paid for it, so we're still waiting. I need to like upload the footage and everything. Yeah, because you know how like you pay for like they have an extra charge and it's like a
Right, they have
thumb
their
drive or something.
GoPro footage or whatever.
Yeah.
So-
So I need to like upload that. I haven't really looked over it much because we just got back, guys. We just got
Yeah.
back from San Diego.
Literally, they were as I was pulling in, they just got in from the airport.
Yeah. No. Well.
No.
Well, yeah, no, we drove to the
Airport.
airport. There's actually a really good restaurant at the airport called John and Vinny's, and yeah, so we stopped by the airport to get food, and then we came home because we got hungry. Airport food, it's really good.
So Dale's just making fun of me because I said airport and they didn't actually go to the airport.
No, we
they
didn't.
drove,
We did.
and now he's making
drove.
fun of me because I
Oh.
accidentally said airport. That's just mean.
It didn't click for me.
Cameron didn't even. Cameron knows they didn't fly there, and he's still like, "What?"
I was just thinking of the airport for the skydiving.
I meant drove home
You need to get off the dirt.
for
It's
real.
making your brain all cloudy.
It's addicting.
Yeah. We'll kick you off of it one of these days.
Yeah,
We'll get you help.
I need an
we'll get
intervention.
TLC in here. Maybe we'll do something.
Yeah. Yeah, we might be able to find some people,
It's not that bad.
get some connections.
Ah,
I think it's, dude,
I don't think
you're
it's
going
great.
off the rails.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, we just need to have a little sit down. Yeah, we'll get some
Yeah.
people in.
Intervention?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. May have a little intervention.
Maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
we need an intervention for that tattoo on your wrist too.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, we should talk about that tattoo.
Yeah. I realized after the first two pods, I'm like, oh, we still haven't talked about Cameron's
Okay.
shitty tattoo.
They're not really going to be able to see it, but just like show it a little bit.
Bro.
Okay.
Bro,
So
with an
you guys-
exclamation point.
Yeah. So you guys should be able to see a little bit of it here. Obviously not in detail. I think okay.
Okay, explain the like
You explain your side of the story.
and your brother both got this
Okay.
tattoo matching. explain the backstory.
So me and Corey, my brother, we wanted to get a tattoo, matching tattoos, and for whatever reason, we were looking the day of us wanting to get the tattoo, and he showed me that. I'm like, oh, that should be cool. And then we got the tattoo. I'm like, oh, that's not cool.
And then a week later, we'd been just absolutely roasting Cameron for the tattoo. A week later, we were hanging out. He's like, "Yeah, we decided a year from now we're gonna get it covered up and get a good tattoo."
It's
Wait,
gonna-
really?
It's gonna say brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say brother.
Okay, so
We want to, but I don't know what
the
we're gonna get
way
yet.
the way I heard it too, you told me you're like, yeah, we were thinking about like matching tattoos to get. And we were bouncing ideas back and forth and this and that. And I forget who said it first, but I think like Corey said it first, right? Like the bro. You said like, yeah, Corey brought it up, and then I thought, oh yeah, that's cool, we could do that. And he was like, well, wait, I was joking. And then, well, maybe we can do it though. And then it became serious. And then fast forward a little bit, and here Cameron is sitting in my my kitchen getting tattooed. And I'm like, yeah, this is really going down. The tattoo needle's going. I'm hearing the bzz, 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 bzz. He's going, and the ink's laying down. And yeah, there you go. Cameron got tattooed in my kitchen.
I was gonna pull a prank on Corey and wait till he got his tattoo first, and then like, oh, I don't want it.
Yeah, you should have took a video of like your wrist without it and been like, yeah, no, I decided not to. I pulled out.
We also decided
Never
we're also gonna get another tattoo in Dale's kitchen.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get CCP tattooed on our butt cheeks.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
Come
it
on.
is.
I never consented
Why?
to this.
You already signed the
smaller than
contract.
I didn't sign a contract.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you
No, I didn't.
Remember
Yes,
when we
you
went
did.
to the club last week?
Well, guess what?
Remember all those drugs you were on?
I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs.
He does dirt.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
using dirt.
Cameron's been trying to get me into the dirt, but
Yeah, you got into Cameron's dirt and you passed out. And I pulled
Well-
a Blue Mountain State where I just grabbed your hand and signed the contract.
well, see, I just do dirt occasionally, like recreationally. Cameron, it's becoming like a lifestyle problem.
Well, Cameron always talks about the medicinal effects of dirt.
Yeah, the
It's like
medicinal
breakfast, lunch,
yeah,
dinner, snack.
It's good for cancer.
Yeah. Cameron's trying to get his medicinal
Yeah.
dirt card.
I'm on my all natural diet.
Yeah. It comes from the earth.
Yeah.
You can't illegalize it.
Yeah. Stupid.
Fucking idiot. Well, there was something I wanted to bring up.
Well, then bring it up.
Visa cards.
Is that how you make a
Oh,
peanut
yeah,
butter
we-
and jelly sandwich incorrectly?
We'll
Oh,
talk about
dear
that
God.
later. We'll talk about that later.
I'm right.
You're wrong.
I'm so right.
Oh, Cameron, have you heard this song called SOS by Swake of the Child?
No.
Well, I can't play it because we'll
Right.
get copyright striked, but
yeah.
anybody,
But it is a good song. I've heard it.
it's very good. For the people out there that know who Travis Barker is, the drummer for Blink-182,
It's 182, not 182.
I only say 182.
You sound like you're from fucking Europe.
Okay,
That's not a good thing.
why not?
World War II.
Yeah, you crashed and burned on that one.
You don't want to be like the French and surrender.
Yeah. Anyways, oh fuck, what was I gonna say?
Travis Barker.
Oh yeah. So he came out that one song, Fast, and like me and you talked about this the other day, so I'm not gonna go on and on about it, but I just thought it was cool because I think you should listen to it. But just look it up later, SOS, with Swake of the Child and Travis
Really good.
Barker. It's really good because his older songs were definitely more like hip hop, more rap, but it was cool. Like he made his own beats. He was like pretty creative. It's all kind of coming from like this one guy. It was really dope. But this new one is more of like that pop punk kind of sound,
Okay.
and it's a big direction change, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like he's just trying to do something different and it's not landing. Like it's cool. And it's cool to see that Travis Barker's involved in these like new up and coming
course he
artists.
I mean, Travis Barker's
Oh my God. He
involved
is-
with
he's got-
everything now.
He is such a like creative person. It's
Even
crazy.
the Kardashians.
Yeah, apparently.
He's with Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is crazy too.
Yeah.
Did
He's
not
just-
expect that.
I've also been like, speaking of him being involved in everything, just like I've been like super like I was into MGK's new record,
Right.
Tickets to My Downfall. Awesome.
Oh,
Like,
really?
And like I've just been listening to it again, and just you could tell Travis Barker when he produced it had his hands all over it,
Yeah.
and it's just so good. Like I struggle listening to a song on that record that I don't absolutely love.
I haven't
Like-
listened to the whole thing yet.
It's so good, dude.
To me, it just blows me away when I see people like Travis Barker that are just a second. Okay. It just blows me away when I see somebody like him who's like so creative and so busy, and they have like he has a huge backlog of stuff that he's done, obviously in Blink-182. And but then it's like when you see him, he's not holding himself down to what he's always done. Like he's getting involved with these new artists. He's seeing what they're doing. He's learning from them, but also like influencing their music. Like I don't know. It's just cool when you see somebody who's out there that much like that. Like he has a very real impact on the music industry just
Yeah.
as a whole.
I mean,
like that
he's
one guy.
been everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. It's inspiring when you see one person like that who has that kind of impact. It's just cool. It's cool to see.
Yeah, not many people can really be such what's it called? An influence in an industry,
Yeah,
and he's an influencer.
but like in the completely non-sarcastic sense of the word.
Right, he's actually like
he's-
causing a shift towards more of a pop punk sound from really mainstream artists.
Yeah.
He
And I
made one
mean-
with Trippie Redd. That one.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool
really
because he's
good.
like bridging different genres too. Like he's linking with a lot of people that are like producers and like hip hop people, and then kind of mixing that sound with like that pop punk sound. It's cool. It's cool
Yeah.
to see like that connection being made.
Yeah,
The
it's
crossover.
Yeah, and I think it helps that like he's always been a part of different music scenes.
Mhm.
Like he grew up more in the hip hop world as well, so
Yeah.
it's not too much of a stretch, but it's just really cool.
No, I mean, definitely, like, in his generation, like, obviously, since then, like, people dabble in different things, but it's just cool to see somebody like him who, he easily could have just been like, yeah, I'm just a pop punk guy, I'm going to do the same thing I've always done, and that's going to work for me. But it's like, he's not nailing himself down to that. He's, like,
Right.
trying to be out there, trying to be creative, and, like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool when you see somebody like that. Like, he's a real renaissance man.
for sure. Within music,
Within music.
I
But
mean,
I don't know. Maybe
I guess
I don't
he
know.
could be
Does he do other
outside of
stuff?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I forgot what it was, but he talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. He did a bunch of other shit.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Just like
remember what it
non-music
was.
stuff?
Yeah.
man, dude, he's got to be like a fun guy to be around. Because it seems like his brain's constantly going like all these different directions.
Isn't he like vegan or something?
Yeah, that's what it was.
He has
Oh,
like
I
a
think
he,
he was
he owns
vegan.
like he owns like a vegan restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Like in LA or
Yeah, LA,
I assume. Where else do they have vegan restaurants?
I mean
New York.
other places like
So,
they're pretty common nowadays. But
yeah, well,
oh yeah. I wanted to talk about the Mr. Beast thing.
oh yeah.
The what?
I screenshotted. So you know who Mr. Beast is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that I don't have. Can you guys? Oh yeah, you guys can definitely hear that.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick. Okay, we're good. That's not going to come into the mix. Anyways, so so Mr. Beast, well, hold on. Okay, so this is the headline of this article that I saw. It says, Mr. Beast working with $2 million fund to invest in up-and-coming creators. And the first paragraph says, because that's as far as I ever read in an article,
The headline.
Mr. Beast said last year that he wanted a way to invest in up-and-coming creators, help them blow up, and get a cut of their business in return. And today he's announcing a plan to do just that. And this is on The Verge.
Huh.
Which I thought was interesting. Like, I was talking to Cody about this the other day.
Yeah.
But it's like,
We had a very long, in-depth conversation about it.
yeah, we had to talk about it. And it's like, naturally, like, anybody could have predicted this, but it's interesting to see it actually happening now.
Right.
Where there's sort of this, I don't want to say record label approach, but that's kind of what it is.
It's
I mean,
very similar.
Yeah.
I definitely would go with that. Like, I just described like, oh, so Mr. Beast is going to be like Barry Gordy from Motown.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just going to be like, you
it's-
know, your stuff, it's mine now. Here's your money. Run along.
Yeah, it's really interesting because it's like up until now, YouTube and just the internet in general has been pretty like, I don't know, kind of Wild West.
Yeah, very free range, kind of untouched.
Yeah, it's
And
like
now this is like the first sign of like it getting like, you know, I don't want to say monetized because it's already been monetized, but like people actually going into like a business model
Yeah.
with it.
yeah,
Like not just I'm making money from YouTube. It's like, no, I'm going to intentionally make this guy famous so that he makes a lot of money and then I'm going to take part of that.
yeah. It's like that complexity
Like
is happening.
commercialized. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. And it's just really interesting. Like anybody could have predicted this. This isn't like a hot take. Anybody could have seen this coming, but it's interesting because we're seeing now like a new phase of like content creation where it's not just individual people who are kind of running their own business and calling all the shots. Like it seems like we're going to start to see a record label approach where certain people are picking out talent and figuring out, okay, who's coming up, you know, who should I invest in early.
Right. And
And
it's not like this is like it's just been normal and then it's like boom, this
No,
happened.
I mean, it'll
like
ease
there's
into
been
it.
steps towards it. Like, you know, we start with like there's content houses where like
Yeah.
a bunch of creators get together,
Dude,
they're playing off each other, and then
That
there's
is
like
super weird.
yeah, you look at like FaZe Clan or 100 Thieves and all that where it's like they've been signing content creators to be like, okay, you're gonna be a member of FaZe, so we can attach ourselves to your content, so we get you more famous by getting you, you know, our FaZe viewers or you know the 100 Thieves viewers or anything, and then they also get FaZe or 100 Thieves or whatever bigger by getting their audience.
Mhm.
So it's already kind of happened, but this is very much the first time where it's like, oh, we're gonna get like a cut of your money.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know. I guess like when I look at, I guess the content houses was kind of like the first sign of this, but like I guess when I think of FaZe and like these, you know, gaming, I don't know what you call it, like leagues or teams or whatever. Obviously,
They're an
there's
esports team.
there's like one, obviously, like you got FaZe Banks. He's the one who's kind of calling the shots, and a lot of money's going up to him and this and that. So I guess there is that like centralized control, but it's still like, I guess it still feels like something where everybody that's associated with it has like kind of ownership in it.
Right. It's
Whereas-
not like we have ownership over your stuff, like, and we're gonna get ahead of it. It's like we don't have ownership over your stuff. You're just gonna have FaZe in front of your name,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get us more of an audience. We're gonna get you more of an audience, and it's kind of a mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah.
Where it's like this is more like, hey, you're good, but you're not gonna get big unless you're under me,
Yeah.
type of thing.
It's like I don't know, it just feels really dystopian. Anyways, there's something else I'll bring up about it, but yeah, it's just interesting. This feels, and I don't think Mr. Beast is a bad guy. He'll probably run it right.
No, yeah,
But
Mr.
there's
Beast
gonna
will
be-
probably do it good, but
Yeah.
there's definitely gonna be people that do it wrong.
Yeah. People are
Yeah.
going to see, like, if people see him making a lot of money doing this, then there's going to be the whole wave of people that are just all the Suge Knights out there. Like, they're just going to be trying to make money. So, And I mean, rightfully so. Like, you know, do what you're gonna do. But I don't know. It's just I wonder if like 10 to 20 years we're gonna start to see like a lot of the same problems with record labels where young content creators get a little bit of a pop and then they get signed to some guy and they're like, all right, cool, I've made it. And then 2 years later they're locked into a contract and they don't have ownership over all their stuff and they have to lose a lot of money in the long term.
Or they don't have like creative ownership
Yeah.
or creative direction on what they want to make.
Yeah, like, you know, it just makes you wonder, like, are we going to start to see, like, the same thing like Lil Uzi Vert and Frank Ocean and all these guys where they're, like, stifled creatively because they locked themselves into these contracts when they were
Right.
young. And, like, some of them were minors, too. Like, wasn't that the thing with Lil Pump? He was, like, 16 or something?
Something like that. I don't know.
And then, like, I think that was how he got out of his deal, was he signed as a minor, and they just did it. They didn't have, like, his parents sign, or, like, he literally signed as a minor, and it's like, you can't do that. Like,
Right.
you just
Like,
can't do that.
There's child labor laws against that.
Yeah, so, I don't know, it's pretty interesting, but the thing I wanted to run off of on that, which is going to get even more dystopian, and I'm going to try to explain it well, I'm probably going to have a few hiccups here, but...
This is where it started to go over my head a little bit.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's what I was thinking, right? Here's what I... Well, I'll try not to harp on it too much. I'm genuinely curious, like, if there's anybody listening that can tell me more about this, maybe this is already happening, but... So, obviously, like
go out on a limb and say there's not?
Well, you know.
You never
So,
know.
Obviously, the real, like...
Especially you.
Obviously, like, the thing everybody's talking about nowadays, like, everybody's talking about cryptocurrency, NFTs, everybody's trying to figure out, should they buy them, should they make them, like, everybody's thinking...
I still don't get NFT. Like, I know kind of what they are, but I don't understand them fully.
Well, I'll give a little crash course, and I don't really know much about them. I have a real, like...
Shit, here we go.
basic
Nuclear
understand-
fission over here.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Just so we know, like, what we're talking about. People always talk about them with cryptocurrency, because, like, you know how you always hear people say, like, the blockchain,
Yeah.
da-da-da. Okay, so I don't know a lot about it, but my understanding of it is it's like a continual, it's like open source code that is like, you can't hack it, you can't fake it, and like as it updates, like the old lines of code are unchangeable. And so like for Bitcoin, for example, all the old transactions, all the old data about like how much Bitcoin there is and who it belongs to and what transactions are happening, it's like open source code that as that's happening in real time, the old code can't be changed. And so like when people are mining, what they're actually doing is they're doing this thing where it's hard to explain, but they're like putting processing power into trying to verify transactions between other people. And so when they verify that transaction, it's basically like a lottery thing. So like imagine you have like, I think it's like 64 digits or something. And then they also have like A, B, C, D, E, F or something. Anyways, imagine like 0 through 9 and then like another thing. And then there's like a bunch of digits and you're trying to like hit this thing. And it's hard to explain. I don't really understand it, honestly. Okay, but anyways, unfakeable code, open source, whatever. It's like constantly updating. That's why it's like such a big deal is people are like, oh, it can't be faked. It can't be da-da-da. And it's like open source. It can constantly be changed. So that's like what NFTs are. It's like code that's like open source, updated, but it like can't be faked or whatever, something like that. So people will make like, you know, like the Logan Paul thing where he released all those NFTs and it was just like little NFT artwork, but it's like it can't be faked. So if you have it, you have like that code and it shows, yes, you're the owner. Like you can't just say, yeah, I have it. It's like there's the code to prove it. Right? Anyways, so what I started thinking was I was like, okay, what, like, right now, NFTs is just, like, people are making just, like, little clip art, and they're, like, selling it, and it's, like, a collectible. It's basically just the baseball cards of, like, internet shit. So it's, like, you have this thing, everybody knows it's real, people like it because it comes from, like, a famous person, but it's, like, that's not really going to last. Like, I don't think people are going to actually care about that in the long run, but it's, like, everybody was selling NFTs because people were buying them, and they think they're going to rise in value. But so I started thinking, I was like, okay, what's the next phase? Like, where are NFTs and like crypto and everything? Like, where's it gonna actually go? Because right now, it's basically like NFTs are just for fun. They don't really like do anything, and crypto is basically just like a measure of value. Obviously, like that's probably what it's going to be. But I started thinking, I was like, okay, what if like 15 years from now, these basically like content creator record labels become popular on YouTube, and people start doing that and signing like these young creators. And so they start creating NFTs, right? So they say, hey, like, you're this up-and-coming person, you just popped this and that, and so to measure your value as a creator, we're going to create an NFT that represents, like, an investment into you on social media. So, like, let's say they put 10,000 NFTs, and they price them, like, $10 each. So you're going to get $100,000 invested into you as a creator, and then for each NFT, it works like a stock. It's like you get a share, you get a dividend, and so you're investing in this creator in the hopes that they gain money, attention, this and that, and so that value rises, and so you get like a return on that investment. And so let's say you got these people that the record label is like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get $100,000 invested to you. 51% of it's going to be bought by the label, so they have like creative control over what the person can do, and they have like a controlling, like stake in that person as a business. And so they do that. And so they're like locked into this contract, and then that record label who like controls the content creators has that like creative control and makes most of the money from the person. That person gets an initial $100,000, but let's say like they blow up. In the long run, they could be easily losing money. It would just be like a record label situation, right? And so I started thinking that would be interesting, because then it's like they don't need to involve the banks, they don't need to involve all these other people. Like, it's just a transaction that can't be faked. And it's basically like the same concept as the stock market, just you don't have to go through like these old crusty Wall Street people. So I was like, okay, so they do that, right? They do that, they sign all these creators, and then obviously like cryptocurrency could be like a way to get these like rich crypto people involved in it, get them to invest money because they have money to blow. They've just got this shit. And then I started thinking, I was like, okay, so what if they, and then if they do that, then they don't even have to rely on the value of USD, because right now it's like we trade money in United States dollars. If they trade their shit in crypto, then if the United States dollar starts to tank, usually what happens is precious metals and cryptocurrency goes up. So it'd be a good placeholder to like hold value. And so all these companies could just hold their currency in like Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever it may be. And then I started thinking, I was like, okay, then what if like these Coinbases start like exclusively dealing in like Bitcoin or Ethereum or these different things, and then these record labels like sign into contracts with these like exchanges, and then so they're like locked into backing up all their creators with NFTs that are backed up by like Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. And then if like the value of Ethereum starts rising faster than Bitcoin, then there could be like these like
Huh? What?
I'm sorry.
No, this is so interesting.
Fuck off. No, I'm telling you, dude, like it sounds so weird, but I feel like it could be a thing in like 10 to 15 years. Because like obviously everybody just wants to be involved in crypto, everybody wants to be involved in NFTs. Everything's starting to become more centralized and organized on YouTube, and nobody wants to be involved with like these old investor like hedge fund people. I don't know. It seems like it could happen, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to.
I don't know half the shit you said.
I mean,
I don't know what it means.
We'll talk about it later.
I'm just. I don't think he's gonna want to do that. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. Yeah, no. I barely have gotten around to understanding cryptocurrency in general.
I mean, I barely understand shit about it, but like it's just...
Remember when he said it wasn't gonna be a nuclear fission situation?
No, I'm just.
It is.
I'm just saying, because I think it could really go that way, because like everybody wants to be involved in crypto or NFTs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the next move for like NFTs, is not just being some dumb collectible shit, like being something that you can use as like a share, an investment in somebody as a person, because they could create a different NFT for each person that's on their label, and then so each of those people has like an investment that represents their value as a creator, and so that person is fuck off. So that person's like a business, and if they start to grow, they get popular, they start to gain money and attention, then the value of their NFT goes up, and those investors are getting dividends based on that. So
I'm gonna start a business.
do it.
Yeah. You know what it is?
I'm telling you, I hope. Oh shit.
What's your business?
My business is gonna be making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are better than Dale's. That are far superior. Like, if Dale's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were worth $5, mine would be worth $50.
Okay, sorry. I just last 60 seconds. Here's my hot take. Somebody out there, if they're listening and they have a ton of money and you want to do something fucking crazy, but maybe it'll work, start this company, start investing in these small creators, start some sort of coin exchange, or make friends with somebody who owns one. And look, it could make money. I'm just saying. You don't have to rely on USD. You don't have to rely on these like older people. You can get the young market of people that are just rich off cryptocurrency.
Okay, Alex Jones.
I'm telling you, dude. 10 years from now, when you start seeing this happen, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's fucking crazy."
He's
We
like
talked
the
about
guy.
that.
Damn, Dale was right.
You gotta invest in gold.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's gonna think it's crazy, and then 10 years from now, this is gonna happen. You guys gonna be like, "Shit, that's kind
10
of
years
weird."
from now, and you're still not gonna be the one that does it.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Okay,
Glad we had to talk about it for the last 10 minutes.
I just think it's interesting. I don't want to be Suge Knight, but I think it's interesting to
I
talk
don't want
about.
to be shook. Anyway, so should we have this little discussion about how you make PB&Js wrong?
Okay. I don't make
Let's
them
do like a
wrong.
little vote.
Okay.
Whoa! That's so unfair.
Well, okay.
How about all right?
Okay, actually-
let's
Okay, not between like us three, but we'll just
yeah.
put
Hey,
on a link.
we're both. I think I make a PB&J better than Dale does. I think my method is better. Based on we're both gonna go through. We're gonna say how we make it and why we think that's better. Then, if you guys want to drop down in the comments and let us know who's right, who makes a better PB&J based on the method.
Real quick too. So when this podcast goes up, also like our social medias are gonna be in full swing. Which will be for Twitter and Instagram.
We will have a poll on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah,
and-
at the Culture Club Pod. So.
Yes.
After you guys listen to this, if you're really interested and you think PB&Js are that fascinating, and you think that one of us is wrong and one of us is right,
I'm the one that's right. Dale's the one
okay.
that's wrong.
Well, just drop an answer on the poll because I think we all know who the right one is here.
It's
Anyways,
right.
you go first. Go
Okay,
first.
so the proper way. Now we're not going to be talking about type of bread and whatever, but here's the thing: you have two pieces of bread. You have your peanut butter. You have your jelly. Whether it's crunchy or smooth, peanut butter, whatever type of jelly, doesn't matter. I go with the crunchy
I think
peanut
we're
butter.
on the same page about that. I like
Yeah,
crunchy.
we both like crunchy peanut butter, but that doesn't even matter. It's all about the technique. So what you do, two pieces of bread, you go one layer of peanut butter on one piece of bread, one layer of peanut butter on the other piece of bread, and then in the middle, you have your jelly. You spoon it on there, or if you have a squeezable, you squeeze it on there, and then you put it together, and it forms almost like an Uncrustable. Now, no one will ever be able to make an Uncrustable. Uncrustables are the greatest sandwich known to man. All I'm simply trying to do is replicate the ratio of perfect peanut butter surrounded by the perfect amount of jelly in my sandwich. So, surround the jelly with the peanut butter, seal it, and the benefit of that is when you make a pack lunch, if you have to have it in a bag, in a box, whatever, the bread will not get soggy. If you have jelly on one side, not insulated by peanut butter, the bread will get soggy. That's how you make the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay, for all the viewers out there that are under the age of 10 that are taking PB&Js to go pack lunches, sure, go ahead, do that. It'll work great. But for all the actual adults out there, first of all, why are you packing sandwiches in your lunch? Like, what are you doing? Anyways, that's the only situation this would work in, which is still not valid because you shouldn't be doing that.
That's not the only situation.
That's the only situation. That's the
Give
only
you your time.
That's the only situation that method makes sense, and it still doesn't make sense because who does that? Okay, so
What do you mean? Who does that? I
unlike-
took PB&J's to sandwich all growing
unlike
up.
this, yeah,
Don't
unlike
talk-
this
don't talk.
unlike this scumbag over here, this heathen. So the way I make PB&Js is I take my two pieces of bread, and I just put the peanut butter on one side and the jelly on the other,
Like a
and I
normal
slap
person.
it together. That's that's a very normal way to do it. I don't try to divide my amount of peanut butter by two, put it on both, and then try to sloppily droop my jelly in the middle. Like, what are you doing, bro?
No, you're incorrect.
I feel like when you go
This
to bench, you put a 45 and then you put two 10s and a 5 plate on there after.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, anyways, so
you can't even bench that much.
I don't care.
So don't talk to
Still
me
make-
about benching. You
I
don't
still
know
make
what
my
you're talking about.
PB&Js, right?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that is a way to make a PB&J, but mine is more versatile for all situations.
No,
and
it's not, dude.
why would you not? An Uncrustable is the ultimate form of PB&J. Can we both agree on that?
Yeah, but if you want an Uncrustable, go buy an Uncrustable. They're like $1.
Okay, but we're not talking about buying an Uncrustable. My way of making a sandwich gets you the closest to an Uncrustable. It's not going to be an Uncrustable, but you get much closer to the ratios and the deliciousness of an Uncrustable than with your way.
Mine's better.
I don't think so because for one,
You don't make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
do.
You
For-
make peanut butter and dirt.
Shut up.
For one, an Uncrustable, you can't recreate Uncrustables. They're just Uncrustables. Like, just no. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna make a PB&J, just make a PB&J. If you want an Uncrustable, just get one. Like, you can't recreate Uncrustables. Like,
I'm not trying to recreate it. I'm saying
like
they know the best way of making a PB&J. I'm just trying to do it.
No, they know the best way of buying a PB&J. I know the best way of making a PB&J.
No, you don't.
Because you sit there and
Listen,
you think, all right, I'm gonna
on the poll, here we go. We got peanut butter on both pieces of bread, jelly in the middle, or we got peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other.
All right.
You decide.
If you want,
I know I'm right.
If you want to sit on Cody's side and take your PB&J, pack lunch to work, and try to recreate the wheel, all right, go ahead, do that. If you want to do it the right way, I think you know who you're looking at.
At least if I want to make a sandwich, I don't have to bring a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a jar of jelly with me all to the place that I'm going to be. Like, that's just too much packing to do to make a sandwich for lunch.
It's like not that much work. Okay, when I did that,
you're going to bring a whole loaf of bread into the office every day to make one PB&J.
Yeah, I did. And guess what? People looked at that. They're like, wow, that's a really good idea. Hey, can I have one?
Yeah, and then I told you,
I should have been charging, dog, because I was serving up PB&Js.
And then I told you, hey,
this.
you can just make the sandwiches at home and bring them here. And you were like, oh, but this bread gets soggy. Put peanut butter on both pieces of bread.
Yeah, okay. And here was my point. I was like, dude, it takes like 20 seconds to make a PB&J. Like, I have time to kill. Anybody in here who's ever gone to like a track meet or a wrestling tournament, like, you've got time to kill. You got 20 seconds to spare to make a sandwich.
You've got time to kill. That means you should pack a loaf of bread and condiments and silverware to make the sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it good.
If you want it good, just put peanut butter on both slices of bread.
No. That's just, no. That's definitely don't do that.
Can we at least agree that people who use the single jar peanut butter and jelly are
Oh,
awful?
that stuff is
Dude,
disgusting.
that's the worst.
It's not just like you would think, okay, I like the peanut butter, I like the jelly, if I just get it in a mixed jar, it's fine. It's not. It's so disgusting. I don't know what they use for that stuff, but it doesn't taste the like normal peanut butter and jelly.
No, it's not good.
It's terrible.
It's so disgusting. Like,
at least we could end on some sort of agreement.
yeah, the jelly's like slimy and tasteless, and the peanut butter is like too creamy. It's just it's weird, man.
Yeah,
That
it's
stuff's
not
not good. Ugh, God. No, but seriously, guys,
Call me a heathen.
hit the poll. Well, I mean, you make your sandwiches in a heathen way. I don't know what to tell you.
That got very personal.
You're basically the Antichrist.
I'm basically. Okay. This is see, he's just attacking me for my opinion. If you want to vote for someone who just really is passionate about making a good, wholesome sandwich that's good for everyone, vote for peanut butter on both sides. If you're down for, personal attacks and making sandwiches that only want to hurt others, then vote for Dale.
Do you guys believe this fucking propaganda? I think they know who they're voting for. We'll see what happens on the Twitter and on the Instagram.
Donald Trump debate.
I don't know about that.
It's more like Martin Luther King and like everybody who it's like Martin Luther King and that one guy in the South who was like pro-segregation, like the presidential candidate.
Okay, who between us is Martin Luther King?
I'm definitely Martin Luther King.
You're calling me a racist.
No, I'm just saying you're wrong. I'm not calling you a racist. I'm just saying like you're just on the wrong side of
He's
history.
comparing me to. Do you see what's happening here? This is a personal attack on me.
No, it's not a personal attack. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that if we were in those situations, I would be on the right side of history. I already am. So I'm definitely going to be in the past.
Okay, why don't you talk to us more about NFTs and cryptocurrency, you fucking
No,
nerd?
please don't.
I will. Just wait. 10, 15 years from now, that's going to start happening. You're going to be like, it's kind of crazy. I feel like I heard about this one time.
Just
And I'm going
wait
to be like, told you.
I can't wait till the next podcast when you show up with a black eye.
Yeah.
Just can't wait.
Who are you going to hire to do that?
I don't need to hire anyone.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'll sue.
Better watch your back.
I will. You're at my house, dog.
I don't care.
I got shooters on the block out here. You think you could touch me? I'm untouchable.
Touchable. I just can't with you, Dale. Ugh.
These people don't realize, man. Behind this camera, it's just Glocks and ARs everywhere.
In the
They don't realize the
studio.
security we got in this bitch, dude.
We got security at the studio?
Yeah,
At the stew?
at the stew. There's
Yep.
security.
Damn.
There's security in the stew.
Oh, yeah. I see Clyde right there.
Yeah, no, my boy Razor over there.
Razor.
My boy Putin.
Yeah, my boy Vlad.
Oh, shit. He's got the ring.
Mr. V.
My boy Big V.
Hey, I think dark chocolate's over there behind him.
Look at him.
Ooh, what a DARQT. Ooh.
Oh man, there was something else we wanted to talk about. I forget what it was.
How Tool sucks.
Oh.
This has just been waiting. We've been waiting. I've just been
Do
waiting
we,
for
do
this
we have
one.
enough time for this one?
I don't
Oh,
know.
dude, we got time.
Dude, are we going to have the argument?
Yeah, we got time for sure. Yeah, you guys can get into it.
Yeah,
I've been
you're
talking a
so
lot.
Okay, so here's the thing. Tool is great. The last album, their newest album, wasn't the best, but they got Sober, The Pot, like so many good songs. And I think the thing is they do a lot of different time signatures. You have to be somewhat intelligent to be able to enjoy their music, and Cameron's just not on that level. I mean, he can't do the simple math to be able to understand and appreciate the music of Tool. He's just not smart enough.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't.
You're just not intelligent enough to enjoy their music.
No, I'm intelligent enough to know that they suck.
I don't suck.
For some reason, I thought you guys were flipped on this. I thought you were the one who liked Tool,
knew.
and I
I
thought you
hate
didn't
Tool.
like them.
They
Fuck you.
They have like one song I like. His band sucks. His other bands are good.
That's his best band.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're telling me Tool's
we about to
better
have
than
another-
the Perfect Circle?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Are we about to have another poll on here?
Oh man, we might.
I don't even know if they listen to Tool. Well, they
Okay.
probably don't because they're bad.
We're definitely gonna.
No, we
Okay.
don't do another poll, but drop in the comments. Do
Yeah.
you like Tool or not like? Who's right?
Real quick, we will have the PB&J poll. If you guys want a poll for Tool, then I'll put it up. But if you guys actually have any opinion on it, then say something in the comments.
Yeah. Drop a comment. Tell Cameron that he's dumb and
All
that
right, see
Tool
if we
sucks.
agree with this one.
Comment your favorite Tool song.
Do you like Imagine Dragons?
I hate you.
Just get him with the Malone White.
I
Wendy's?
I'm a Wiener Schnitzel guy myself.
I think you're more of a Candace guy.
Oh God. I hate you. You guys are just coming at me this episode. Tool's a good band. You
Fuck.
make PB&J's wrong.
I definitely don't.
Fuck
We'll
both of you.
establish- that
If
with
Paul
the
was
poll.
here, we could have got him with Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. What are we gonna get Paul with? Let's talk about it on the pod.
Oh, what are we gonna?
What are we gonna get him
You
with?
see if he actually listens.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if he
What are we
actually
gonna get him
listens?
with?
Ooh,
What's like a really good one that he hasn't heard?
we could talk about how he always jacks your style.
Oh no, I mean like one of
No,
the
like-
Ligma things though.
Oh, like
Yeah, like one of those type of things. There was one I heard the other day that was
Yeah,
funny, but I forget what it was.
I don't know what. Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't fall for either of them. Usually I do.
Yeah.
I was like, as you were saying, I was like, wait, I know this one. I'm not gonna fall for it.
Damn it. What about Dragons?
Shut up.
This is worth a shot.
What about dragons?
I feel like the meme with the lady just like staring off into space, and there's just like the Pythagorean theorem and just like
Oh yeah, like
triangles and like equations everywhere. Yeah, that's how I feel right now trying to think of it.
yeah. You guys aren't that funny. That's why you're trying to think of jokes and you just
Did I seem like I was joking?
I got jokes.
make us laugh right now, Cameron. Tell a joke.
I can't.
Improv.
They're too dark.
Who cares?
He does.
Well, it
You could
depends how dark they
You
are.
could just edit it out. Say one.
No.
Ugh.
It just depends.
I can't think of any anyways.
Okay. There was something I was. I don't remember.
I just can't even right now.
I just can't even.
You guys just
We'll settle it in the
feel
poll, man.
attacked.
Hold on, we'll settle it in the poll.
You said.
Hey, so what happened with that stripper in San Diego?
You guys got strippers in San Diego?
Yeah,
Yeah. Paul took her home.
he did.
Is that why he's not here?
Yeah, he's still with her.
Oh shit.
Really?
What's her name?
I'm assuming
Oh,
that's
I
why.
guess
Did
we
he
probably
cuff?
probably
What?
mute it.
Did he cuff?
I'm assuming he did if he took her home.
Dude, Paul's definitely the type of guy to marry a stripper.
I can see
For
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's not even in like a. I'm not even making fun of him because like, man, they make a lot of money, and it's not a hooker. Like, she'd be a stripper, or he'd be a stripper. You know, we don't discriminate.
They're
but
both
like,
strippers.
oh, like a
Stripper
stripper
power
power
couple.
couple. Oh,
Yes! Oh, yes.
I'm gonna set the gain on that section really low. Oh my god, the mic clips so loud.
Dude, that was a meeting of the minds.
Dude, a stripper power. Why is that not a thing?
That should be a thing.
Why is that like?
Paul's making it a thing right
You want
now.
to make it a thing? Me and you?
Well, I'm not a stripper. Are you a
Well,
stripper?
let's become a stripper.
Let's become strippers.
You could be white chocolate.
What are you gonna be?
Dark chocolate.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam chocolate.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Triple B.
God, dude, the clipping there was terrible.
Yeah, that was really
painful.
bad.
I think it's because when I leaned in, I like went right up to the mic, so it was just picking me up
Yeah,
way
like
too much.
this.
Yeah, and then just yelling.
Oh,
Hey guys, do you want to fuck with the FX?
let's. Oh,
Just because.
yeah, they don't know about the
just
FX.
because,
Let's show
like,
the audience the
yeah,
FX.
just because we're tired from San Diego and the pod's kind of tapering.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
We're
so
definitely struggling right now.
okay, so
I
I
didn't
got
even go to San Diego and I'm tired.
Move your leg real quick.
yeah.
I got a cramp.
Okay. Anyways, yeah,
I
guys. So I got FX on this mixer, so we're gonna play around here. Okay.
Oh shit!
Podcast in a tunnel.
We could do that. That could be a series.
Dude, we do
Just
a
like this?
podcast in a tunnel with this FX.
I
We
like
could.
This one's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, huh?
It's very cool.
Yeah. No. So
Is this what it sounded like when you guys were skydiving?
no, it was more like. Yeah. It was like. That's what it sounded like.
You look like a fucking horse when you do that.
Okay. But yeah. Hold on. Let me switch it to another one.
Something a little less echoey.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice cock.
Hey, nice cock.
What's the next one?
And if you guys are wondering if this is what we do in our spare time, just play with the FX. Yes, it is. Oh,
What is up, guys?
what is up?
Okay, so real
Whoa.
quick,
What's this one?
I just it's just says karaoke. I don't know. It's kind of I guess karaoke-ish, but hold on. I just wanted
Start
to say.
singing. Oh,
Hold on. I just wanted to say to the people. I told Cody this the other day. This was like the most dumb thing I feel like I've ever done, but it was just so funny to me. Because when I first got this mixer and I was playing around with the FX, I was just sitting in my room. I made sure nobody was home because I didn't want to look like a crazy person. But I was sitting there in my
you
room.
never do.
No, never. I don't look like a crazy person most of the time. But
Looks
so
like a Cuban drug dealer right now.
I mean,
It does.
I might be.
You did just get back from San Diego.
Anyways,
Hey.
yeah, so I was sitting there in my room for like a day just playing with the FX and like adjusting the parameter, like making it down or higher anyways. Like by myself just going, "What's up, YouTube?" and just like talking to myself, running through the different FX, listening to myself and just cracking up. And I thought like there was a moment where I took the headphones off and I imagined that it's like the feeling I imagine that it's like the feeling after you put your pants on when you just got done shooting porn. Like, I took the headphones off and I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing? Good thing nobody's home. I was like, I am going to look like I'm actually insane talking to myself in a room because nobody else can hear the FX. I'm just sitting there listening to myself and just laughing out loud.
So
I was lolling, dude.
You're saying instead
Hard.
of post-nut clarity, it's post-FX clarity.
Post FX clarity. It's a real thing.
I guess it is.
I was like, dude, if anybody walks in on this, I look literally insane. Just like talking to myself and just cracking up. Okay. But guys, it's the funniest fucking thing. If anybody can like has a mixer, it's the funniest thing.
It'd be funny if in the audio, for some reason, they couldn't hear the FX, and it was just us going, ooh.
Nah, they can definitely hear the FX.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This one says phaser. Oh wait, let me turn it up. Oh yeah, look, it goes like this.
Whoa.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up?
Sounds like we're sniffing helium.
Pass the balloon.
What's up? What is up?
Oh god, that was terrible.
Welcome to the Culture Club podcast.
Oh, actually, I got a good one.
This is such. Oh god. Oh. Oh.
Okay, pass the balloon.
What is up, you guys? Mark Wiens here. Mark Wiens. This is not
we're off track by a lot.
What do you mean?
I mean, this podcast has just gone off the rails.
It's going off the fucking rails.
Off the rails. No. Oh, I got another
topic.
Oh, fun.
I wanted to talk about.
I need your social security number now.
Wanted to talk to you about Pizza Putt.
Pizza Putt. Okay.
I wanted to hear
about your.
Okay, I don't
want to hear about your this. You need to go on Shark Tank and pitch this because it's amazing.
Actually, I do think okay. So as we all know, Cameron and Cody, very valuable Pizza Hut employees, and I was sitting there. And I was just thinking, what would be something funny we could do, like revolving around Pizza Hut and this and that. I'm brainstorming, I'm doing whatever. And I just, like, in my head, all of a sudden, I saw, like, the H and the P just float up and switch places. And I was like, Pizza Putt. But I didn't think Pizza Putt. I thought, like, I hope this isn't, I hope this isn't racist. I thought of it.
You make it seem racist when you are hoping
I know,
it's
I
racist.
shouldn't say, okay. So I just thought of like Mario, like hits a putt, you know?
Hits a putt.
I was like, oh my god, hits a putt. I was like, it could be, and we were golfing at the time too. So I was like, what if we started like a golf course that only serves Pizza Hut, and we called it Pizza Putt.
Pizza Putt.
And we market it towards Italians.
And every time you hit a putt, you get a free slice of pizza.
That'd be a good business model.
Except you'd probably, I guess you are hitting a putt a lot, yeah.
Oh, you mean like?
Oh, every time.
Do you mean like a one putt or like just hitting a putt at all?
Every time you get a hole in one.
Every time you get a hole in one, you get a free piece of pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, hits a putt.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I didn't think in my head, hits a putt. I thought hits a putt.
Hits a putt.
Yeah. So such a dumb.
Definitely a good apparel line too. Like
Hits
you
a
make
putt.
like head covers.
Good
that
athletic
are
brand.
pizza.
Yeah. Because it's like hitting the niche that Planet Fitness does. Like I'm marketing golf to people that don't play golf. Like Planet
Just
Fitness
like they market fitness to people who are fat
don't
and
work
out of
out.
shape.
Yeah, not even out of shape. People that just don't work out.
People that just don't want to try. I want to go to my gym and get Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I hate Planet Fitness.
They actually give out
Don't
Tootsie Rolls?
sponsor us. You
They
suck.
do.
That's wow.
Yeah, they give out free Tootsie Rolls. They give you free pizza once a week or some shit.
I think
And
on,
dude, the lunk alarm,
Fridays.
like
Yeah,
I hate
Lunk
that
Alarm
so
is
much.
stupid.
and they don't have free weights. Like they have a little
Nope.
bit of dumbbells, right? But they don't have like
it's nothing heavy.
yeah. Okay.
Well, you don't need anything heavy.
Okay. What is? Oh wait, no, that's not the one I was going for.
What is up, you guys? This is the New Vegas Radio Hour.
Oh, do you want to talk?
Coming at you live.
So we should address this. You are like the biggest Fallout fan in the world.
I'm taking the.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting serious.
No,
I
we're
brought
getting
up
serious
Fallout. Now we're getting
I
serious.
love Fallout. Okay, I gotta check the time right now. I
What time do you have
love
to leave?
4:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a few more minutes. I love Fallout. Like, if there's one, like okay, obviously the newer Fallouts, like 76, is just disgusting.
Fallout 76 was what Elder Scrolls Online was. To
Was
Skyrim.
that the?
But like way worse. At least
Way
ESO
worse.
became good. Like ESO started out rough. Look, ESO, if you're looking for if you're looking for a MMO like adventure-ish game that'll like kill some time and give you kind of like Elder Scrolls vibes, like that's what it does. It's not a game I would play because I don't like Elder Scrolls for the reasons that ESO was created.
Yeah, I
like it for the
I
reason the
wanted
old games were created.
Skyrim online.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, and it was not that.
And so ESO at least became a game that if you like that model and like that type of game, then it's good, right?
Fair. Fallout
76
was just a car crash. From
76 fucked up what people loved about Fallout and didn't even do it well.
The start.
Like it didn't execute well
Was
at all.
that the one when you started out in the house, like the neighborhood?
You're thinking of Fallout 4.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
76, everybody knows it was a train wreck. 4, I
was good.
didn't. Well, I mean,
I liked it.
I didn't like it because I came from Fallout New Vegas. But looking back on it, it really wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't the game I was hoping it was gonna be.
I'm a Metro fan. So coming from Metro to that, like, it felt very different and very Fallout-y. But then when I went back and played old Fallout, I'm like, oh, okay, I see why some old Fallout fans maybe weren't thrilled about it.
It ruined like it. The thing is, too, Fallout 4 took like all the tropes of like a Fallout game and just tried to jam them in like right at the beginning. Like Fallout 4 was like, okay, what do people like about Fallout? I don't know, power armor, death claws, stuff like that. Oh, okay, we're just gonna put it all in the first like 20 minutes of the game. So it was like Fallout 4 feels like a caricature of what a Fallout game is. It doesn't. It's just weird. I mean, I don't know, and it just doesn't have the role playing aspects that the older games did, especially Fallout New Vegas, but even Fallout 3. They completely ruined the dialogue system because, like, anybody who's played it knows they have the dialogue system set into where it's just the buttons, so you only have 4 options. So it's like, if somebody asks you a yes or no question, you shouldn't really have more than, like, 2 answers, unless one of the answers is, like, yes, no, or, like, maybe. But you shouldn't have 4 answers to a yes or no question. And then there's other times where people ask you these super in-depth questions where you could answer it, like, a million different ways, but you're pigeonholed into, like, basically a positive answer, a negative answer, a maybe, and then, like, another answer that just, like, ends the conversation. Like, they fucked up the dialogue so bad. I also don't like the voice protagonist, but that's just me. Like, some people liked it. I thought the voice protagonist did well. I just don't want a voice protagonist.
I mean, I liked it. I'm not a huge, like, I don't think I like Fallout, but I'm not like, I played Fallout 4 before I played Fallout New Vegas.
Right. See, that's the
So-
thing. I came from, like, the old games,
Yeah.
and it's like, Fallout New Vegas is, like, the hardcore, like, role-playing, like, spiritual successor to, like, the original Fallout games, whereas Fallout 3 is, like, a mass-marketed version of, like, Fallout 4 is of, like, Fallout 3, I guess.
I mean, I very much, so I was a fan of Metro. Fallout 4 is much more similar to, I feel like it's more similar to Metro than it
Yeah.
was to the older Fallout games. Which
Yeah.
is, I mean, probably why I enjoyed it, because I'm a huge Metro fan.
Yeah. Part of it, too, is there's a big split between, like, some of the Fallout games because the original, like, 1, 2, and then, like, Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel, some of the weird ones. But basically, 1 and 2 were created by, what were they called? I want to say Black Isle, but I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So the original ones were created by one team, and then a lot of the people that created... Anyways, and then it was passed on to Bethesda Game Studios for Fallout 3. So then Bethesda Game Studios made Fallout 3, and then it was produced by just Bethesda, like their production company. And then Fallout New Vegas was created by Obsidian, but Obsidian basically had a bunch of the old employees from Black Isle, and so it was sort of like a spiritual successor to, like, the original Fallout games, because a lot of the original creators were on the team that created New Vegas, so it brings it back to the West Coast, where the original Fallout games were set. It brought in, like, the heavy role-playing elements that the original game had, heavy dialogue, and, like, a lot of moral choices, and, like, big, you know, decisions, like, character-defining decisions, and, like, these different factions and stuff like that. So even Fallout 3 and New Vegas are, like, very different. They're made by completely different studios. They're both in the Fallout universe, but that's basically all they have in common.
Yeah, it was. I always found it funny because when I went back and played them, it's like you said, you have the own moral decisions, and it's like mine was just always like, just kill him and take it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this quest. I'm just gonna kill him, steal it off his body.
It's so depressing, man. The original games, like, there was so much choice. And you could be evil, or you could be really good, or you
Evil.
could do things in a different way, like... There was just so many different ways to do things, and Fallout 4 is like everything just ends in a gunfight, or you're just like the Boy Scout of the Waste, and you just help everybody relentlessly.
Being evil makes the game so much easier.
Just having choice
Like,
just makes the
hey,
game good.
do this quest and I'll give you this thing, or I can just shoot you in the head and take it off
Dude.
your body.
It's like Fable.
Okay,
Right.
There
Just
was-
kill everyone.
let me give you a clear example of something that the new Fallout games would never have. So in New Vegas, when you go to the Legion camp, there's like this girl, and she tells you, I lost my teddy bear. And it's like not even a side quest. It's just like a random thing you can do where you can find her teddy bear somewhere and then bring it back to her. When you bring, and this is just like some random NPC. When you bring it back to her, you can tell her you have it. Then she asks, oh my gosh, thank you, this and that. And you have the option, like, you can either give it to her, or you can ask for her to pay for it, or you can just keep it, or you can say, like, I'll give it to you later, this and that. But there's also the option to tear it in half in front of her and, like,
I was about to say, can I like cut the head off right in front of
you
her?
can, like, tear
Holy
it in
shit.
half in front of her and, like, laugh. And she, like,
That's the one I would do.
and she, like, cries and leaves. Like, that's character choice. You can be a really good guy, or you can be, like, literally just evil. None of the new Fallout 4 did not have that. Fallout 4 would be like, here's your teddy bear, this and that, da da, and she'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you. Also, hey, can you find this other thing for me? Also, can you find this other thing? Hey, I have 10 fetch quests for you to do. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, that was pretty annoying. in
Hey, would you
Fallout
like
4.
Hey, would you like to find my fucking screw that I lost in 1984? That'd be really great, thank you.
Great book.
Yeah. I just, dude, like, I get it. The old Fallout games, especially New Vegas, would not appeal to a mass audience.
Cameron.
Like, give me a second.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like,
I've
there's
never,
a reason there's like a Fallout crowd, and I'm definitely not a part of that. Like,
I've never
I
played the
appreciate
games.
Fallout. It's cool. I've played New Vegas and 4, and that's it.
Dude, you
And-
got to go back and play New Vegas, like, thoroughly. It's so... Also, 3 is very good, and there is an argument for some things in 3 that you could say it actually has more choice in New Vegas, but it comes down to, like... Or not more choice, but there's more variety, because, like, in Fallout New Vegas, the events are very scripted, so, like, I know when I'm going past this certain... like road sign, there's going to be a group of, you know, Vipers that are there to like try to rob me, and they're going to try, just raiders basically. They're going to try to rob me. I'm going to go in. I know what kind of guns they have. I know how to approach them. Like, you know, I've been through it before. So a lot of the stuff is very scripted like that. You don't have like a lot of actually random encounters. Fallout 3, the like encounters with enemies were completely random. So like you never knew, like maybe you'd come across some Brotherhood of Steel guys, maybe you'd come across raiders, maybe you'd come across this or that. You know, band of super mutants. It was like completely random. So that actually was a really good aspect that New Vegas should have done. That being said, New Vegas was created in like 8 or 9 months, so they put a lot in the time they had. But overall, it's very like overall New Vegas is the more RPG oriented game. Fallout 3 is also RPG oriented, but a little bit less, more linear than New Vegas. And Fallout 4, again, a great game, very good. My camera dead? What the fuck?
It died.
Oh shit! Black screen. Anyways, yeah,
Oh no, the card's full.
Oh shit.
Dale's definitely
Okay,
into
well, we'll wrap this
games that most-
conversation up.
yeah.
But
Dale's definitely into games that most people wouldn't be into, which is not a
Yeah.
bad thing. Like,
we'll
but it's
everybody
Fallout just seems like a lot for me.
real quick, everybody's gonna see a black screen right now, so we'll wrap up soon just because my card got full. But we're gonna get a new SD card soon, so that won't be a problem. But yeah, Fallout again, very niche game. I get it; they want to make money, but God, dude, I want the old Fallout. Like, I want those heavy RPG. I want that character choice, and like, I want the relationships with different factions and like the intense dialogue. I don't want a voice protagonist. I want to imagine in my head however I think his voice is gonna sound. I don't want to hear a scripted guy, because for one, it takes money to have a voice actor. I'd rather have that money devoted to like creating more quests and doing other stuff. So it's like you got to look at where you're allocating your resources, right? I also don't want to be told how this guy sounds. I want to imagine, like, if he's an asshole, he has an asshole voice, or if he's a nice guy, he has a nice guy voice. Like, I don't know, man. It's just such
Dale wants to go back to the olden days,
I want to go back to the old Fallout, the good Fallout, the real Fallout.
the real Fallout. Sounds like me when I talk about Madden. Just give me old Madden, not this new shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. ES6 is going to come out, supposedly. Who knows? Maybe never, but I just don't. I'm scared for it. I'm really
What?
worried for it. Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Is that coming out this year or next year?
I don't know,
We've been
man.
waiting
They've been hinting at it for, like, fucking ever.
Yeah, we've been waiting for so long, and Skyrim was so good. I'm just terrified that they're gonna mess it up.
Skyrim was good, but I feel like Skyrim was, like, their Fallout 4, because
All right,
Oblivion...
don't fucking come into.
No.
Skyrim is one
Hear-
of the greatest
Hear
games
me
of
out.
all time.
Hear me out. Skyrim is one of my favorite games ever. When I say that it's their Fallout 4, I say that if you look at like Morrowind and Oblivion and the games that came before it, there's kind of there's a trend of like sort of streamlining the mechanics, taking a lot of the not a lot, but taking some of the choice out, some of the like variation. So I don't think they did Skyrim dirty. Like, I think it was a good game, but I worry about what happens next. You know what I mean?
If it's another game like Skyrim, I'll be happy.
If it's Skyrim,
If
it's
it's
a game,
Skyrim, basically the same thing with updated graphics, I'll be happy.
I'll be happy too, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I worry about, I think they've chosen their path. They're going towards this trend. I think they're not just going to
But
stop
if you're
where
gonna
they
have
were.
trust in anyone, like Bethesda's the one to have trust.
No,
in.
they're the one I have like the least trust in now.
That's because you're a Fallout fan.
Yeah, because they took great IPs and ran them into the fucking ground.
They haven't done that with Elder Scrolls.
You say no, but they've also dedicated
ESO
like
doesn't
all their.
count.
They've
ESO
also
doesn't
dedicated.
count.
Oh, okay, it just doesn't count. All
Okay,
right.
but that's not
for
part of
sure. Yeah,
That's
okay.
not part of the main series. obviously, yeah, ESO is not good, but that's not.
It's not part
like,
of the main series,
of
but it's
games.
also like they very clearly put a lot of time, money, and assets into building up ESO.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And I get it, like it's just the decision and the direction they're going, but it's like if we're looking at the type of game studio they want to be, and also they have done so much shady shit with the Fallout IP because it's like they created the what's that store called? Basically, they created like a whole store of microtransactions for Fallout 76 to like just absorb money off of it. And so it's like they're just not making good decisions. I don't have trust in them now. I don't know who I have trust in because
Bethesda makes good games though.
they have
For the most part.
They've made some of my favorite games ever. I just worry about where they're going in the future.
I mean, that's fair. All right.
It's like Blizzard. Blizzard has made some fantastic games. I worry about where they go in the future too because they're kind of like going the same direction Bethesda is. They're doing shady shit.
It's also fair. I mean, we just kind of hope they do good in the future.
Yeah, I hope for the best.
But I think that's a pretty good spot to wrap up.
Yeah.
Thanks
Oh my god.
for watching. Definitely remember to check out the poll about the PB&J.
Yeah.
And
We'll post that.
drop in the comments about what you think about Tool.
Yeah.
Suck.
At the Culture Club Pod on Instagram and Twitter. It'll be on our social medias too. We'll put it out there, but yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching,
All right.
guys. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share it. Anyways,
Hit the bell icon.
have a good day.
Later.
See ya.
Later, guys. Ding.
Hey, can we mess with the FX thing a little bit?
All right. Anybody that has sex has stopped listening to this podcast about half an hour ago.
Yeah. No, that